slow intro.
Wow, wow. What's up, motherfuckers?
What's going
I gotta turn
on?
this down. There we go.
Feels like I'm there.
What a weird song to open every night of your set with, as they did on this tour. I think multiple tours, but definitely this one. Loco Live. Probably, no, definitely. Ooh, no, ooh. Probably my favorite live album of all time.
Damn.
Probably.
Damn.
What is it? Social Distortions Live at the Roxy is definitely a close second.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's still going. It's the longest intro ever. Wow. What if the whole show is just this? You just watching my record spin.
I think
Honestly,
some people might like it. Some people might prefer it.
I honestly would. I'd prefer
If you were
it.
an audience member,
Yeah.
you would prefer it. You'd be like, I don't want to hear this fucking.
Oh, you just
douchebag.
talked over it. Stop talking. What's up, motherfuckers? Oh, I've still yet to figure this out on week 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Who fucking knows anymore? There we go, kind of. Not really what I wanted. There we go. And now if we cut over there we go.
What's up?
What's up, people? Welcome to Rippin' Ridiculously Radical Records with Dr. Roush and the big old bitch.
Yeah, after 8 weeks, you finally decided to include me in the title. Thrilled.
I mean, are you happy to be called the big old bitch?
Yeah, I love it. Self-proclaimed big old bitch.
Tell the people why you're a big old bitch, big old bitch.
How did we get that name? Did it come from us like years ago being like, I want a big old dick?
I want that big old dick.
I don't know how we came across it, but I do
Was
like
it the dick contest that started off and then it just turned off into
I don't
big
know.
old dick and then big old
And
bitch?
then big old bitch. Maybe. Hard to say. But it's all pretty accurate. I'm big. I'm huge. I'm nearly 6 feet tall.
Big in the tall way.
I'm
Big in the
old.
like Amazonian way. You are built to carry many a child.
Great. Fuck yeah. I love being strong. And then
I wasn't making fun of you.
I'm old because I'm getting older.
She's not old. She's
getting
just
older.
old. That's why it's old, not old. Big old
big
bitch.
old, and I'm definitely a bitch.
Fucking definitely a big old bitch.
I love it.
The B.O.B., which we're probably going to have to call from here on out because I have the feeling that the word bitch probably throws us down in the search results.
Yep.
But what are you going to do?
The Bob.
I was like, why is the preamp on number 1 so high? It's because it's usually you and you back away from the fucking microphone.
What year was this?
Oh, that is a great question. Hold on. Take the mic. I'm going to guess 82.
You're going to guess 82. I'm going to guess 81. Just for the hell of it. 91. Wow. Pretty far off there. And where are they? Somewhere in South America?
I think it's, oh God, Simo's going to kick my ass for not knowing this. I want to say Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, somewhere
or
like that.
potentially maybe Brazil or something like that. South of the equator for sure.
I don't really have any evidence to back it up, but I feel like South American audiences are some of the craziest, biggest audiences.
Oh, they
that
are.
you get,
They
right?
definitely are. If you watch any of the Ramones
Yeah.
documentaries, they were known in the U.S. More known by people that knew punk rock and roll, stuff like that. In South America, they had fucking riots of people you've seen videos of the Beach Boys. I'm sorry, the Beach Boys, the Beatles. When people are just fucking girls are like, yeah,
Yeah.
And people were like attacking the cars, and it gets hardcore. That was fucking the Ramones south of the equator in 2 continents.
I'm so curious about this. Like, I don't know enough about it, but I do know that people go nuts for punk rock and rock and roll down there, and I'm like,
down there and in Japan. I mean, honestly, it's probably bigger in other countries than it is in the U.S. Unfortunately,
I guess, but I think South America specifically because the populations are so big, it would contribute a huge amount to it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, you go to Rio de Janeiro. Boom! Like
now, I'm pretty sure this was. I mean, I really should have read the liner notes for these liner notes. Look at me point like I know what I'm doing. Before we went on the air, but I think it was Rio de Janeiro. I could be completely wrong about that, but this is the album that got me into the Ramones.
Oh, really?
Because like I came off of like Rancid's Life Won't Wait, a couple albums like that, and. I gotta get that mixing board up here so I don't have to fucking bend down all the time. And I got like, what was it? Probably Suburban Jungle or something like that. One of the Ramones like middle albums, like somewhere in the middle. And I was like, they're good, but like, fucking like, I don't know what this is. Mm-hmm. It was like this album opened it up for me. And like, when I'm saying this, I was like a fucking angry 13-year-old. So give me a break. But this album I was just like, oh my god, they're fucking everything's faster than everything else. Everything's fucking, this is insane. Like, how do they keep this shit up?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a miracle they did, because honestly, like, they used to be like the fastest, Gun in the West, the fastest band. But then when 90s punk rock came out and it was like Rancid and fucking all that crazy shit, they made it a point to step up their game and play
this about them.
3 times as fast. And like the story is, in one of the documentaries, Johnny Ramone went up to Joe Strummer. He was like, yeah, man. And Joe Strummer started off the conversation by saying, like, you guys are the fastest set I've ever seen. It's insane. It feels like you guys start and then you finish and you never stop. He's like, well, here's the thing. With all these new punk rock bands, we had to pull up our game. Our set is now 2 minutes and 45 seconds less than it used to be. And he's just like, how the fuck did you do that? They literally, they just turned the fucking, the wrists up to 10. Like, and it's all downstroke. That's the beauty about the Ramones. It's fucking insane.
That's wild.
Anyway.
Yeah. They, I think you definitely were the one that got me into the Ramones when I was 19 and whatever. Like, I think it was I think I just had like the first album and loved it. But I will say, when I was 14, before I liked rock and roll, before I liked punk rock, before I was listening to dance music, I was a trash music listener when I was 14.
Well, I mean, you're 14.
No, but most people at 14 that like go on to have good music taste are like having their Led Zeppelin phase by 13, 14. You know what I mean?
I didn't have anything. I had Garth Brooks until I was 11. So,
but even that's better.
By 13, I was like AC/DC, corporate rock. Well, not saying they're corporate rock. I'm just saying that like fucking rock, like bullshit like that. I
was late to the game. I didn't get into rock and roll and punk rock till I was like 15. However, I will say I was obsessed with Sheena as a punk rocker. It was like an outside. What?
Keep talking.
It was an outlier in my like music that I was listening to at the time, because it was a cover of Sheena as a punk rocker in an episode of Gossip Girl, and I was like, this is the best song ever. And then I found the original, and I would just listen to that.
There we go. We're gonna do that from now on with you.
Okay.
That's a good distance for you.
Okay.
Just pretend it's a big old cock in your big old bitch mouth.
So I'm going to run away from it.
I'm going to run away from it and go find a woman.
Anyway, so I loved the Ramones from an early age, but only for one song. And then but like also you used to watch the fuck out of Josie and the Pussycats. I mean, that's a fucking punk rock jam. That it
whole album
actually a punk rock jam.
Actually, like, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get shit on by the punk rock community, but it is at least pop punk. For sure.
It's a good jam.
Not saying it's like true fucking punk rock, but it's written as a pop punk album.
2000s pop punk and well done. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm obsessed. That was the only thing I listened to when I was 8, 9, 10 years old.
There you go. That's honestly the speed and the tempo of that album.
Yeah.
It by definition is punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway.
Anyway, go ahead.
More about this fucking fantastic live album. Okay, so my boy Simo, we were out in Italy, and I think I played this like a couple weeks ago. I just keep cycling the same couple like records because I love these records and don't care if you do or not. And by the way, this is the show where like we play records, but you never get to hear them because we talk over top of them.
Yeah, you would hate this show.
I would. I totally would hate this show.
You would hate it.
But like, I'm also like, I'm so egotistical. I'm like, I must be the centerpiece of the show for some reason. So, like, I wouldn't watch this show. Like, I hate podcasts, but yet, like, almost like all my old work is
so
podcasts.
much business in podcasting.
But yeah, like I would never be a fan of me. I think that I'm an egotistical prick. For
Right.
being an egotistical prick, I have to have the mic and the camera on me.
Of course.
And you're down there in the corner.
Of course.
Down there.
Didn't even get mentioned in the title of the show for its fucking 8 episodes.
Down there in the corner.
Lisa says we're both dance trash kids forever.
All right, well, let's read some shit here real
Lisa
quick.
will have to go through some old
Jay-Z
old mid-2000s
Von Snoot.
tunes.
Holy shit, it's Jay-Z. What's up, boyo?
How's it going?
Of course I got Social D up there. Where? Is it?
No, he was talking about when you were saying your best live album.
Oh, yeah, totally. And there's Jay. Well, I'm sorry, I was wondering, like, how did he know? Because there's literally Social Distortion up in the set later. Me and Jay-Z used to fucking listen to fucking Social D for days. And me and all the Jays actually went out and saw Social D in 2003. That's one of the shirts you own. Is my Social Distortion
one,
2003
the one that I wear
shirt.
all the time.
I think it was 2003.
Oh, I love
Pretty
that
sure
shirt.
it's or maybe it was
favorite
2001.
band shirt.
It's the Red Hots in '79 shirt.
Social D isn't even one of my favorite bands.
Scott, what flavor of White Claw is that?
Today,
The answer is who gives a fuck.
Black cherry, and I feel
That
like
big old bitch is pretty hot.
I feel
Thanks,
like
Lisa.
a pretty
It's Rio.
trash
Cam,
human
thank you.
for
It is
drinking
Rio
that.
de Janeiro. Fucking A. Liv and I are both dance trash kids forever.
I'm
yeah,
sure
I
we
think you
are.
just said something about that. Little known fact of his favorite bands was NSYNC back in high school.
Is this Josh? No.
No, not at all.
Surely
Matter
not.
of fact, I remember being 13 and Nick Del Pasta's little brother was in NSYNC, and he was like 8, and he was like totally allowed to be in NSYNC because he was 8.
Right.
And we fucking pegged him out.
I think NSYNC's the one that's like, it's gonna be May.
Couldn't even tell you. But the funny story is he grew up, and now he's bigger than I am. He could beat the shit out of me.
Oh,
so
my God.
I hope he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Why am I bringing that up?
Don't go after him about it.
Yes, I have video proof of it, Lisa. That what? Liv is hot, or that she's a trash kid? I'd have to
see
agree,
proof of
Jay-Z.
both.
I should probably read this in real time. Dwayne as well. Oh my God, Dwayne! Holy shit. I'll put sounds on as soon as Harry Potter's over. Fuck you, Chad.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I love
He's
Harry Potter.
watching this, but he doesn't have the audio going. On the record, fucking.
Which
radio
Harry Potter
hour.
are you watching?
Fuck him. He can't hear you. He can't hear you.
Slytherin house forever.
He cannot hear you.
I'm a Slytherin.
Josie and the Pussycat Dolls kicks ass. It does, but also not what the name of the movie is. It's just Josie and the Pussycats.
Definitely no dolls,
Yeah.
but Josie and the Pussycats is
Elizabeth, is that
One of my-
Liz?
I think that's
What's up, Liz?
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Roush is a penis. Da-na-na-da-da-na-na-na-na.
What?
Me and Jay-Z's old band, not even a band, the Cafeteria Kids of America had like 6-7 demos, and one of them was just Fat Jay playing bass, and then Jay-Z starts singing, Roush is a penis. Roush is a penis.
Nice.
And then we all just started joining in, and that's like, technically, I guess, the Caf Kids demo.
Nice.
I have to dig up.
I'd
One of
like
these
to hear
is going to
it.
be all me, and it's going to be meant for my forthcoming documentary that'll be coming down the pipeline in
don't
about
do it.
50 years.
Don't do a documentary on yourself.
I'm not. I'm just giving the people the material so they can do it
So
themselves.
someone else can make a documentary on you.
100%.
Please.
Anyway, more about this album. Okay, so my buddy Simo, literally his username on absolutely everything is Ramones Fanatic. I think lately on Instagram it's Rancid Fanatic or something, but he's for like ever been known as Ramones Fanatic.
Yeah.
And him and I met on like an old, like dead now Rancid music board in like, I don't know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, something like
Wow.
that. Like the
You're
dawn of the
old.
internet. I'm so fucking old. I was living in Ohio. It's been so long ago.
That's a
and
long
him and
time.
I struck up a friendship. And then when I moved out to California, I think he read that I was working at Black Hole Records or something, and like that's came across his path. It comes across every like real seeking punk rocker's path, like
Yeah.
that name. At least if you're down into like Orange County punk rock. And he hit me up to pick him up some bootleg or something like that, and we struck up a friendship like beyond just being acquaintances. So me and this dude had never fucking met each other, and we were friends for years and years, and we've developed this like system that I shouldn't talk about on the air, but like effectively, like he sends me a bunch of vinyl, I collect it, and I send it to him.
Yeah.
And I can't go into the details.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, might be a little.
We'll leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yep. So anyway, now he sends me like the things he makes. Like he makes really cool bootleg punk rock vinyls. I send him everything. I'm like, I think I sent him a copy of the Overrides. If not, I got one for you, Simo. One of my dearest friends. We finally went out to Italy and we met him, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. We were in Italy for a movie that I was working on.
Barga?
Yeah, well
yeah,
done.
Barga.
Yeah. I was living in Barga for a movie. Josh came out at the very end of the movie.
Pimp your movie.
The Little Hours. It's on Netflix. It's actually pretty funny.
It's not, but okay.
Fred's really funny.
Fred's great in it. He carries that movie on his back.
He's in it for one scene.
Anyway,
I was out there for that movie. Josh came out at the tail end for a couple of weeks. And
it
just so
got
happened,
some writing done.
It just so happened that Barga, where I was living, which is a remote little town in Tuscany.
Tiny place.
Remote town in Tuscany.
Very close to Simo.
Very close to Simo.
So he came over one day, us having never met actually each other. And Liv has this like, what do you call it? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? They have them at the... Shit. Not a bark, not a... What's the word? There's a very specific word for a small, tiny, self-contained apartment. It's...
Cabin?
No, it's not a cabin.
Mine was a cabin.
But it was and it wasn't. Like...
It was a village of cabins. It was like 12 cabins.
There's a better word for it that's going to fucking bug me and shit. A villa. It was a villa.
No, it wasn't.
Was it a villa?
No.
You don't think so?
It was a cabin.
All right, well then fuck me. Anyway, it was a fucking cabin. And like he came over one day and with his girl and like we had never actually spent time with each other and he speaks at best broken English.
Yeah.
And I speak no fucking Italian. And we hung out and we had the time of our fucking lives, so much so that we hung out like the next 3 days straight.
Yeah.
And
had the best time at his place.
Went out to his place, he throws
on
a big
Sunday.
old party.
Oh god.
They roasted half a hog for us. Oh my god.
Homemade
it was fucking
wine
picturesque.
and all these incredible appetizers on the table that everyone had just brought their own.
And then at the end of the night, we all went down to the water. And anyway, it was fucking astounding.
Yeah.
And I mentioned to him, I was like, yeah, Ramones. Love Ramones. Don't get me wrong. Not as much as you do, because that dude is, he has every bootleg that's ever been made, and also some that haven't been released that, like, he can't even tell me where he got them from, because he got them from somebody so inside.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I'm like, I love the Ramones albums, but, like, my go-to, like, when I want to have a Ramones fest is Loco Live. He's like, I got something for you. And he went to his personal collection, and he pulled out this vinyl that's spinning right there.
Oh, is that where you got this one?
And that is my personal fucking Simo copy that he gave me from that trip. And later on, when we were doing Muzak one year, CJ Ramone played it, and I had him autograph that copy of it.
Oh, that's cool.
It was so that record, like, it's not the best edition of it. Like, it's thin, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a very hefty record. And I think later editions, they were 2 disc, not 1. But, like, that thing means the fucking world to me. Like, bury me with that fucking record. And only that
so
record.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know you felt that way about it.
Totally, yeah. That's one of my prized possessions. It's like a $60 record. And, like,
but it's
maybe
like the
80.
story of
it's
how
the
you got
story,
it. Yeah.
and, like, fucking, it's my favorite record. And it means so much to me.
Oh,
and Simo saw it, and he's just like, you're very emotional, friend. I was like, I'm trying not to cry right now.
I'm so excited to go back and see him, hopefully next year.
We were supposed to go to fucking Italy when all this
March.
shit broke out.
We were like, we're going to go to Italy in March. And right before we booked our tickets, we were like, guess we're not going to Italy.
Right? All right, who we got here? Let's read some shit. Oh, my God. You guys talk a lot.
No, you scrolled way too far.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Truer words never been spoken. I would have to agree. Matt says, horrified children girl face. Dwayne is why. I did go way too hard. I have that CD. Fuck yeah, Jay-Z. Mockumentary. Waldo Peppercorn. J.D. Attenborough got me into punk rock. Waldo Peppercorn. Is that Clay? Tell me that's Clay. What's up, Grant? Micro Home Studio Caravan. Lisa, I never knew you went to Italy. Oh my God, my aunt's watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I lived in Italy for 10 weeks on a movie. It was the best time of my life.
Yeah. Liv, don't talk about the butt stuff with my aunt watching.
Wait, there's no butt stuff. At least not in Italy.
Was there not? Okay, Dwayne. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? Holy shit. Son, that's been a minute. Dwayne Johnson, right? Yeah.
The Rock?
No. Yeah.
What? The Rock's
Holy
watching? How's it going?
Walters. God damn it. Sorry, Dwayne. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's been a little bit, like, since fucking way back when. Thanks for watching, dude. Very sweet of you. All right. So, yeah, hold on. He does the game segment of our show. Oh, that's fucking cool. Jay-Z, shout out your show, and I'll give it a fucking shout out here in just a second. So, yeah. It's been a busy week.
Yep. Has it?
I mean...
Not really. We really haven't... You haven't had a single, like, gig this week, so you had shit tons the week before.
Okay, well, I guess I'm blending weeks.
Yeah, this week's
anyway,
been,
the
like,
story I was trying to get to, which you did not let me have the segue.
I don't even think we've
you.
been out of the house this week, to be honest.
Yeah,
Only
I guess
to
not.
the...
Oh, yeah, the COVID test?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got tested. Negative.
We got tested for COVID.
Unfortunately, one of our
we
good
stayed
friends
in-
got tested positive.
I know.
So
But he's fine.
that sucks. He's fine now.
Right.
He's fine.
So the only time we left the house was to get a COVID test. So we
Yeah.
were inside all
Twice. I got 2 tests.
Yeah.
I was so freaked
week. We
out.
were inside all week just to make sure.
Just because, like, I can't put my
Yeah.
clients, like, through, like, potentially being whatever. So I
Mm-hmm.
got 2 tests in a row just to make sure that, like, I'm on the up and up. Thankfully, hey, no COVID. Fucking, I guess asthmatics are not prone to it. Come
That's
to find
good.
out. Thank Christ.
But it's so weird how
This wasn't my segue.
we'll get back.
You're ruining
I'm
my
sorry. Is there a
segue.
schedule?
No, there's not. Fuck it. You're right. I can just flip the record over and we can keep going. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's
Live
so,
show.
it's
Big
so-
old bitch.
I was gonna say it's so weird how time is moving now. Like the whole week we barely left the house, and I feel like we didn't do that much. That's all I have to say. It's really nothing mind blowing.
Was that it? Am
Yeah.
I allowed to talk now?
Yeah.
Is it now been
It doesn't
ridiculously
have to
radical
be-
record
I'm
for
not
Dr.
making
Roush
a
and also the big old bitch?
I'm not making a statement. I'm just fucking having a chat.
I just had to hit my inhaler and I had to get away from the camera for a second.
See what
to
I
do
deal
it.
with.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's right. But I guess the week before that was so big because we had like 2 shoots.
I mean, so big in COVID times. Yeah.
Well, no, I
we
mean,
had like
fuck
4.
you,
We had
normal
4
times.
engagements.
We had 4 engagements, but also like we built a fucking lean-to on the side of the house.
That's true.
Which was a massive
That's
fucking
a
undertaking.
full construction project.
And also, like, what I was trying to get to was the fact that we got our first leg of financing in, and we got our camera in.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in my new, $8,500 toy. And I opened it up, and I'm so excited. And it's, like, modular. You have to, like, build it onto itself. And I start building it, and I build a piece, and I build a piece. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, ready to power it on. Let's see what this motherfucker do. Power it on, it fails. My brand new camera arrived broken.
It was
My
a lemon.
Feature fucking camera that's supposed to shoot my goddamn feature came fucking broken.
2 things. One, there was a high chance of it being a lemon. Like the amount of lemons.
1 in 7, they say,
which
for
is-
Black Magic Ursa 2.0. No, Ursa
That
Mini
is-
G2s.
Horrible statistics.
It is, yeah, definitely.
1 in 7 cameras is a lemon. That's terrible. So, and
Yeah,
then
you're
second thing, the biggest thing that's going in our favor
Odds.
for this movie is prep time.
Yes.
That we have, and
Yeah, we're not shooting till September.
And we are so lucky that we have this prep time.
Yeah, so they say 1 in 7 is a lemon, but once you get that one camera, it'll do you a lifetime. Except for the
Right.
other 1 in like 5 where it gets color banding. But that's over the course of a year.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, so like the reason that we would take such a roll of the dice on a camera like this, normally I'm never that guy, but it puts out an image that is next to an Alexa. Which, like, if you're going to start comparing cameras and you're talking about comparing Alexas, like, it doesn't get better than the fucking Alexa.
right.
So on a fucking, like, you know, the body is like $6,000. On a $6,000 budget, you know, if you were to buy an Alexa at that comparable amount, you're talking like $45,000 to $50,000,
Right.
which we don't have.
Well,
so we got to roll the dice on getting that lemon, and we
It's-
rolled it, and we fucking came up fucking shit odds.
Well, it's also
unfortunately.
worth mentioning nobody buys cameras when you're making a feature film. Usually, documentaries, sure, probably some of the time, but most of the time when you're making movies, you rent a camera for like 4 weeks and you keep your shooting
It's true.
schedule in a certain amount of time. However, because we're making this on a shoestring budget, the schedule like bleeds out over a long period of time. It's not in a 4 weeks cut and dry. It's nothing like that. So it makes a lot more sense for us to buy.
Well, and also
for so many more reasons.
There's no DP other than me and Matt to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So like I'm not a DP, or at least I can operate my camera. I don't know how to operate this new big fucking
so you
15-pound camera. So I need
2
fucking
months
2 months prep time to learn it through and through, to buy the over-the-shoulder backpack, to get to make this look like as a DP would.
Right.
It's going to take me a lot more practice than Joe Schmo that is a DP picking it up and going.
Yeah.
Then we would rent a camera, but I need the fucking practice time. And if we're going to rent it for practice time, like the movie is now triple the budget.
For sure. So
no dice.
Anyway, we should do the next record, right?
Well, here in just a second. Don't rush me. You're the one that just went on a 20-minute spiel and said there's no real time frame, right?
Oh, was that 20 minutes? I would go back. I bet you 20 seconds.
Hold on. Okay, so I fucked up. So my buddy Simo, we were talking about, he just did the reason I brought him up, the reason I played this in general, was that he just did a benefit 7-inch with Tim Armstrong for Life is for Living is the name of the 7-inch EP. And it might be sold out already,
Life's
honestly.
for Living, yeah.
But I think you can buy it digitally through Bandcamp. Put out by Honey what Records?
Wild Honey.
Wild Honey Records. All the proceeds go to a very specific city. Look it up. It's on the thing. A very specific city's like medical. It's what do you call it? Like a MASH unit hospital, like a mobile army surgical, but not surgery. Like they put up the stakes and they fucking had to like expand on this hospital. All the proceeds go directly
sold
to
out.
it. It's sold out, but I think you can still donate through Bandcamp. So, like, people can still donate to the cause. Anyway, go on Bandcamp and look up Tim Armstrong. Not you. I'm talking to the people.
Oh. Fuck off.
Go to Bandcamp, donate some money. It all goes straight to anything that's that makes money. Any profits from it goes straight to the mobile hospital, which is pretty fucking killer.
So killer.
All right, let's catch up on some stuff, and then we'll go to the first music video, not the next record.
Pew, pew, pew.
I would have assumed you were into DP. Yeah.
Deep penetration.
Double penetration, not deep penetration. Double. 2 dicks, 2 holes.
What do you call 2 dicks, 1 hole?
Surgery. Painful. Let's see. What about reading the comments? Josh is negative for COVID. He can go back to his side job of $5 blowies. That's a fair point. Glad to hear you came out clean. Thanks, Steven. Thanks for watching, buddy. Okay, so what kind of company makes any money when 15% of their products are trash?
Great question.
One where 85% of their products aren't, and they look absolutely legitimately on point with the 20 30 times the more expensive ones.
And also, I don't know if cameras are Blackmagic's main source of business.
That's where they started out for sure, but they've definitely moved into Resolve and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a very it's an ecosystem. You buy into their ecosystem. They're now an NLE, nonlinear editor. They're now a color, sound.
They have a lot of fucking.
They have all the.
You know what I mean?
I do. I have no idea what you mean.
A lot of branches.
Yeah, well, I mean, the idea is that you can buy the camera to finishing your product all with one ecosystem.
Right.
So, the idea is hey, we're the affordable fucking every guy thing. However, 1 in 7 seems to be bullshit. Yeah. I got the 1 in 7. Donation goes straight to Alan Alda, Luke says. Thank you, Luke, for the MASH reference. Which, honestly, guys, what do you think? Better, MASH movie, MASH TV show? Robert Altman or Alan Alda? I go Alan Alda in the MASH TV show. Honestly, my favorite TV show, second favorite TV show of all time, first being Venture Brothers.
I thought the first would be Mystery Science.
Nah, it's 5th.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, that speaks a lot. MASH movie? Really? Altman over fucking TV show? Liz. Are we talking about GoPro? Mobius, go fuck yourself.
Can you imagine? Well, oh yeah, we're shooting the
God,
movie
he
on
knows
the
I
GoPro.
fucking hate GoPros, and he knows how How much they stress me out.
He also knows
I just
how
got
much you
chest
hate
pains.
bacon.
If I die of a heart attack on camera,
He also
Chad.
knows how much you hate bacon.
yeah, I fucking hate bacon. Have you tried Polar Opposites? I did. I watched it. I watched like 4 episodes.
Oh, that's one I watched with you.
I'm a little underwhelmed. It's not nearly as clever as Rick and Morty. And Rick and Morty is like, you gotta be like, I feel like you gotta be like a writer almost to value parts of Rick and Morty, especially like 2 weeks ago's episode. Solar Opposites. It was okay. Yeah, not a lot of highbrow, all lowbrow.
Punk rocker.
Each individual is episode boring. What do you mean it's boring? Luke, you fucking monster. What do you mean boring? You watch Criterion movies. We're gonna kill this side of the record, then we'll go into the music video. Which actually, this might be the last song. Here's my list.
Throwing it back to what I was talking about earlier. That was my favorite song.
Oh yeah, it's true. Good segue. Atta girl. Oh.
I'm a professional. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why didn't that work? Oh, there we go. It's like I'm in a Tim Armstrong music video.
It totally is. Oh my god, I want to go to a live show so badly.
Right?
If I could be
that's
in a
good
pit
segue.
right now.
The last thing that we as a
God.
company, you weren't there, you were in Michigan working.
I was in Michigan.
The last thing that we shot was what?
My asshole.
My aunt's watching. What did we shoot into your asshole? Go ahead.
The bidet.
Oh, yeah, we do have a bidet. It's pretty nice. You all worried about toilet paper. Not me.
Anyway, yeah, you
squirt
shot
of water right in the bunghole.
You shot Lars Fredrickson. We've spoken about this.
We did, and we're about to play one of the music videos that I haven't played on here yet.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Great.
So go ahead. What was the last thing? You were queuing it up. You had it going, and then you were just like, wait, what?
I was in Michigan, and you flew to Oakland right before COVID to shoot.
During COVID, but during
No, it was
first week
It was
of
like
COVID.
before any
before
of
the
the schools shut down.
Yes.
It was like before the NBA closed. It was like shit wasn't crazy yet.
Wasn't yet.
Yeah. So you went to
Oakland
to
shoot Lars Fredrickson,
Fredrickson.
which just so happens to be our next music video.
Next music video.
Are you gonna do this?
Are you
You don't have to have a camera on. I can very quickly remedy that. There we go. Now we're listening to the fucking. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lars Fredrickson doing. Oh, hey, it's me and more me. I like that. Lars Fredrickson doing Saint Mary, which I shot with Ian Nagel, Matt Rowbottom, and Cam Wasavian. And this is the long version. This is the version he put on his Instagram. I gave him a shorter version and a longer version. I was so proud that he put up the longer version because it's so much more ballsy. Here we go. Let's see if this works. I never have faith in this system.
The next song I want to do for you guys all goes back to a year called 1994. And it was one of the first songs I ever wrote with a band called Rancid. And the thing about it is Matt Freeman had this windowless van, right? And we would be traveling in the deep south. It was very hot. There was no air conditioning. There's only 2 windows in the front. And it would probably be Matt Freeman chain-smoking Winstons along with Richard the Roadie, who was also chain-smoking Winstons. So you were getting high on the secondhand smoke. And also smoking yourself. Kids, do not smoke. It's bad for you. My children are here. Everybody lead by example. But we used to, we had a tape deck in the van, and we would always be playing something like Johnny Cash. And Matt Freeman, used to have this glow-in-the-dark Saint Mary on the dashboard. And we never really did a tour without it. I think maybe even the first time we were in a bus, I think we brought the Saint Mary with us. But so that was kind of what inspired this song, which is called Saint Mary, but it's also It's also because where I grew up, there's a lot. It was primarily Mexican people, and which because I'm brown in the heart. I'm white as a motherfucker, but I'm brown in the heart. Yeah, I can handle the habaneros. But so it was kind of like this song, like the lyrics are kind of like what I always wanted the woman of my dreams to do, and that's something, if something bad happened to me, she would go out and she would kill everybody that was responsible. And I've had some experience with Mexican women, and they do exactly that. If they don't kill their husbands first. So this is a little one called St. Mary. Y'all ready for that one? She's got a ticket and she's waiting at the station. She's gotta get away as far as she can. Her problems will arise as sure the sun to shine, yeah. She's gotta get used to life, living on the lam. Now Mary's out the door with the loaded 44 in her hand. Shooting down the law that shot down a dear-departed man. When I last saw her, she was looking troubled. She said, listen, honest, I'm gonna be alright. Took the Greyhound into Salinas. Got a little man, she dropped right out of sight. Now Mary's out the door, loaded 44 in her hand. Shooting down the law that shot down a dear-departed man. Oh yeah, encompassing pain. He was your best friend, and you will never, ever, ever see her again. Now Mary's out the door with the loaded 44 in her hand. Shooting down the law that shot down a departed man. Yeah!
That was awesome. I wish I was there.
I hate you. お前らまたして去って今かの命 I hate you. 私物分かりのいい日陰の女 I hate you. お前らまたして去って今かの命 I hate you. 私物分かりのいい日陰の女たまにふとトラウマが顔を出してどうしよう下脱日陰の女何遍私をほか好きや何遍私をほか好きや何遍私をほか好きや何遍私をI hate you お前ら私検査で今かの命 I hate you 私物は
There we go. So anyway, yes. Sorry, it takes a second to change shit around. Had to turn the record player to 45, which means I have to actually remove the platter and put it on the other disc.
Cute.
Very cute. Very cute boy.
I hope these guys come to America as soon as this is all fucking over.
Ain't nobody coming to America anytime soon.
I know. They were supposed to go to the UK like in May, so.
Like for the first time, or like?
No, for like one of their tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be sick. Oh my god.
Oh, can you imagine seeing these guys? They're insane.
Tell the people about Atabake Beaver.
They've been around for almost 10 years in Japan. They started as like a college girl band. And they are brilliant. They have such like, they're so tight that I would say they're like as tight or tighter than Rancid. They're so tight. I will keep saying it. I don't give a shit. It's so funny, Josh. They are brilliant. They have great lyrics called like binge drinking and bulimia. Something.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Binge drinking, binge eating, bulimia, something. Yeah, no, they're fucking brilliant. What do you want me to say?
I dig them quite a bit. No,
They wear like
honestly, they're
sandals and
fantastic.
dresses, and they're more punk rock and hardcore than like any other band I've seen. So
And they dress matching. I love a matching band. Like they all each have
I
a,
love
like a
it.
different color,
they each have different color and they wear matching dresses, with
which is like a
sandals.
very Ramones thing to do.
Yeah, but they're like floral dresses. Like if you saw them out and about, you wouldn't think they look punk rock.
I mean, I would. I'm not so fucking judgy as you, evidently.
Yeah. They're brilliant. Check them out.
Okay, live better than Rancid, she says.
I just meant as tight.
My boyfriend
as.
lives in Long Beach.
I just meant they're tight.
My boyfriend lives in Long Beach.
I just meant they're as tight as Rancid.
This podcast is kind of brought to you by Pogue's Irish Whiskey.
I'd like to
Ask me why.
Why, Josh?
Well, it's funny you asked. It's because that my good friends, Scott and Jesse, they heard last week's episode where my wife got the new bottle that I was so excited for. I paid $55 for, and she corked it. And she left the cork inside it. And for the next like couple days, actually in the next like 24 hours.
Yeah, you drank the whole thing in 40 hours. Let's not lie.
Bit of an alcoholic. Had to pour it through a strainer and to remove the cork. But, you know, it all went to a good home eventually. But, like, they heard my plight. And they came answering.
What was your plight?
The fact that my wife is a mean bitch that corked my whiskey.
Okay, yeah. Your plight was yelling at me for 2 fucking days.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, did you not have it coming? I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't realize you didn't cork my whiskey.
You're not using the term corked, right?
I'm not, but I don't care.
Okay.
You
yeah,
broke a
your
cork off
whiskey,
in my
I bought
whiskey.
you a new
There's no
one.
term for that because
Relax.
that shouldn't happen. Yes, corked is a bad wine that went sour due to the corking process where some bacteria. You know what? I'm saying corked because you broke a cork off in my
Okay,
whiskey.
yeah.
That's not a term. That's like a common
there were
day
little
phrase
bits of
because it's
cork.
not supposed to fucking
There
happen.
were little bits of cork in his little whiskey.
There was a lot of bits of cork in my very manly whiskey, I'll have you know. I'm a big boy, thank you. Don't make fun of me in front of my fans. Don't make fun of me.
Anyway, so our
hates it when
great
I do
friends
that.
Jesse and Scott sent him a new one,
They did, it's so good.
and he likes theirs better than the one that I replaced.
Which is exactly the same, but it
I
doesn't
sent
matter
him
because
one
they're better
as
than
well. I
her
had to
because they
order
didn't
it.
fuck up one.
I had to order it from Missouri. Missouri.
Missouri.
Sorry. It wasn't until 3 years into living in America that I said Arkansas, and Eric England was like, what? Because he's from Arkansas. I was like, bitch, look at how it smells.
Shots. Look in the eye. Before you drink it, look in the eye. It's very important. Look in the eye. I know who came up with that bullshit.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
You only cork a whiskey if it came corked. Yes, I understand. I understand the concept of being corked, but she broke the cork off in it. Give me a better name for it. I don't know what to say.
Okay, well, look at this cork.
No.
Okay, fair. Okay, well, let's leave
I mean,
it.
this.
It's
All
in the
right, you want to
past.
go into it?
Well,
Yeah,
it's in
I
the
was going to leave it in the past, and
Leave
you're
it
just
in
like, let's rehash this shit. All right. She somehow broke that little nub of a dick off in my whiskey.
I thought.
How
it
do
was-
you do that?
I
You
didn't
start
know.
chopping at it with a fucking knife? I mean, it's not even as big as the top of my fucking pinky finger. You brought this up, not me.
That's actually shorter than the one that was in the older bottle. That was slightly different.
You're right. The other one came and it was branded the Pogues on the side, and this one's not. So the other bottle was better, and you fucked it up.
Every whiskey bottle I've ever had is a twist top. I don't know
Salud.
why this started to have corks again.
What?
I don't know why this brand of whiskey decided to use a cork again.
I can't hear you. You're not talking to me.
I am. Bitch.
Oh, you're the big old bitch.
I am.
Rippin' Ridiculously Radical Records with Dr. Roush and the big old bitch. 97.3. All right, let's see what's got going on here. Oh, I the third shift. That's my boy Jay-Z's show. Check it out. Let's see. Did he give me a URL? He did. Twitch.com/third shift morning show. Looks like the number 3 RD _shift _morning _show. Check that out, guys. He is one of my oldest, nearest, and dearest. You met him on that last trip to Ohio. Let's see. Josh's DCK, I imagine. Why are you guys talking about my dick in chat, man? That's so weird. My aunt's on here. Have some fucking class, people. Pussy, why are you using ice in your drink? I mean, I like cold whiskey, but I'm still drinking straight whiskey, so...
I guess that's not too much.
I guess I got a gaping old pussy. Let's see.
You should be so lucky.
I should be so lucky. If only had a pussy, I play with it all day long, but I don't have a pussy. I only have a schlong. I wish I had a pussy so I could give it a lick, but I don't have a pussy because I have a dick. If only had a pussy. If only had a pussy. If only had a pussy, I would never leave my house.
What is this song?
That is for you, Jay-Z.
What is it?
That was another fucking Calf Kids of America.
That's a good song.
He recognizes it. Let's see. Sour beer time. I wish I had a sour beer if only I had a pussy. It's an Ohio thing. I mean, it kind of is. I'll take that.
Okay, Matt, I didn't know that whiskey's usually corked. I didn't know that. I know it now.
Where does it say that?
Matt said it like higher up.
Oh, it's often corked. Yeah, good whiskey. Yeah, good whiskey is often corked.
I don't know. I live with someone who drinks Jim Beam.
Here's the thing. Like, did you try to open it with a hacksaw?
No, I just went crack.
What do you mean crack?
I picked it up and I went like this, and then that is what snapped it.
You must have the strength of 3 She-Hulks. If that's what did it.
I would love to be She-Hulk. Can you imagine
you
if I just
would
was?
be a great She-Hulk.
If I accidentally was.
Paint you green, you're there. You're like Lou Ferrigno, but you don't have the hearing
Marvel,
impediment.
if you're looking for someone to play She-Hulk,
They already got somebody. It's literally coming up on Disney Plus, like in 2 years. Sorry.
I'd be such a good She-Hulk.
Knob Creek. Got it. Streckfest. We were just talking about you the other day, son.
Is that Rancid song that I always think, I know they're not, but whenever I hear it, I think they're talking about Streckfest.
What is it?
Streckfest, 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 Streckfest. It's the one, I think it's Steadfast. I think it might be the lyrics. It sounds to me like
Give me some others. Time Bomb? I don't think it's Time Bomb.
No, it's Streckfest. It's not Stranded.
I think it's Stranded.
I don't think so.
Stranded all over again. Stranded all over again.
It's not. It's a different one.
Streckfest all over again with you.
No, there's a different one. I can't think of it. I'll let you know.
How good are these girls?
They're so tight.
Let's just listen for a minute, because this is the last song on this side. Now it looks like there might be one more. I can actually just punch in and see.
Get the lyric sheet for me. Let's see what it says.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole lyric sheet's in Japanese, almost all of it, except for the lyrics that are in English. So, like, these ones here are, I am not yours, I cannot stop eating, I am not yours, eating is my life. They slap so hard.
What's up, Travis? There we go. Record looks pretty cool. It really does, right? I love, I think it's known as an egg drop. Hold on. Turn off the thing, go to the thing. Where you just let it color loose in the middle. Like, it's, and we actually do have a proper egg drop where it's clear
white and
with
yellow.
like a yellow in the center.
Is that Amel?
It's Amel the Snippers, yeah. So good. Oh, no. There we go.
Talking about themselves.
Yeah, I finally caught a word. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, these girls are fucking nuts.
So anyway, thank you, Jesse and Scott, for the whiskey that you did not have to give me because my wife is a massive fucking big old bitch. Hence the name this week. And although I gotta say, she did buy me a whole nother bottle as well.
I did, from Missouri.
Yeah, nobody's impressed. Missouri.
That's where St. Louis is, right?
So, hold on. We haven't even brought up, like, the reason that we've all congregated together this week.
Well, aside from the fact that we do it every week, it is Fun Purple.
We don't do it every week.
We do it almost every week.
Almost every week.
Bitch.
Butch! Who else has this kind of production value? Not Corgi fucking Beach Day, I'll tell you that.
I had a great time for 2 hours this morning. I watched the virtual SoCal Corgi Beach Day, which was great.
They fucking suck.
Their production value was really lackluster. But that didn't stop me from watching corgis all morning doing their costume contests and limbo contests.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, there was much watching of, unfortunately, the Corgi Beach Day bullshit in this house. Was not stoked about that.
What's your real thoughts on corgis?
I could not fucking care. Like, I mean, yes, I see what you see, that they're little and cute. You happen to like short, fat, retarded things. Thank God for me.
What do you think
I don't
about?
see the fucking.
Okay, well, what do you think about like the
Sorry
whole?
for saying the R word. I can't say that anymore.
What do you think about the whole like hype around corgis? Like
I
how
think it's so
insane.
fucking unnecessary.
There's so much like community
so
hype
unnecessary.
around corgis.
Those people are way too excited. They're missing something in their life. They had to fill with a fucking small dog.
But it's not
But that
just
said,
a small
the
dog.
same can be said about me and punk rock. So fucking wherever fills your fucking hole, I
It's
guess.
not that they're a small dog. It's not that they're a small dog.
With Dr. Roush, whatever fills your hole.
It's that they're a big dog with small legs. That's why they're so fun.
I just don't.
Like, I don't
fucking
care about Shih Tzus and Jack Russells.
I just don't.
Other small dogs
care.
don't interest me. Big dog, no legs, fun.
Hold on. Take the reins while I flip the record real quick.
Not much more to say about corgis. Big dogs, tiny legs, endless amounts of fun.
We'll read some shit.
Please comment your thoughts on corgis. I'd like to hear them. Blame the Queen of England for the corgis. Blame her for the blessing that we have of having them in our lives. What corgi hurt you, Josh?
If you get a dog, you better get a dog and not a giant rat.
Oh shit! Don't
Funny
come
'cause it's
after
true.
me and my corgis. They are like, I couldn't have a corgi though. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, because evidently they suck as fucking animals. They're really moody
tough.
and
They're
shitty,
really aggressive. I mean, you know Jax. Jay and Jordan's Jax.
Jax is great. He wants you to pet
He's
him,
half
and then you
corgi.
pet him, and then like he's just like, wah! And he'll bite you for petting him. But then he'll come back and be like, "Can I get some more pets?" It's like,
You
probably
gotta pet
not.
me. Yeah, the corgis are really aggressive. They have a lot of anger issues, and they're super furry, and they're really not great house pets.
Yeah, they're shit animals.
But they're
Why the
adorable.
I just don't fucking care.
Yeah, you're better off just getting a mixed breed dog.
A Doberman, a German Shepherd, real fucking animals, Labrador
Well,
Retriever. Get a Carl. I want a Carl.
I don't think you should. I think you should just like adopt a mutt. In my
Yeah, I agree, but like one that leans more towards that and less towards fucking corgi.
for sure. Like some
Or
kind
a
of
corgadoodle or any of that fucking bullshit, which is just a mutt, but a very specific mutt.
Yeah.
Herks? Scott, what is Herc? Scott, what is Herc?
Herc, the little boy.
Scott, Did you get my present today? What the fuck, dude?
The little boy.
I don't know, like, why the USPS is failing here. Like Nico.
I also love dachshunds.
Nico has some emotional problems. She's a sweetheart, but she has some
She gets that
emotional
from her
problems.
corgi.
No.
Corgis have
No,
issues.
Scott says. But he never said Spuds McKenzie. Oh my God, Jay-Z. I referenced Spuds McKenzie the other day when I saw the Target dog, and I was corrected. It's just like, no, that's a Target dog. What's a Spuds McKenzie? I'm like, I guess I'm too old for this world. I should have died many moons ago.
Herc is half Schnauzer, half Yorkie. Herc is pretty great.
Yorkie's pretty great. It's a very classy animal. Jude is Shih Tzu, half Yorkie.
Love it.
Okay. And everybody needs a Herc.
You know what I was thinking about
Couldn't be more
recently?
true.
Everybody, the phenomenon of naming...
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
There's an N at the end, not an M.
The
Big old
phenomenon of
Dr. Josh, the big old bitch.
people in the 21st century naming all of their pets after food. Everybody names their dog after some kind of food. Peanut, Cherry,
Carl.
no, Herc, no. But like the amount of people that name their dogs after food.
You just named two
It's
and
crazy.
two.
Okay, anybody else?
I think you just listen to too many corgi assholes where it's like Mr. Pickles and fucking
today
Maitre D.
Today there was Mr.
Fucking,
Pickles,
like,
and there was
goddamn fucking corgi
there was
people.
a corgi called Crouton.
Yeah, crouton. It's like, yeah, I get it. You're real fucking weird and you don't have any social skills and you like weird little rat dogs.
I love them. I can't wait to go to the next Corgi Beach Day when it's
I
back up
can
and running.
totally wait until you go to the
Well,
next
no,
Corgi
it's in
Beach
Long
Day.
Beach, so we'll
My boyfriend
drive.
lives in Long Beach.
The Corgis live in Long Beach. We'll just drive to Cam's house, and you can hang out with Cam, and I'll go look at the Corgis.
Okay, that's so fine.
Great.
I hope that they don't bring you back.
Boomer is half Corgi. I didn't know that, Chad.
Sounds about right.
I love Boomer. Cupcake. Yeah, see, everybody calls their fucking dogs after food.
My boy's dog is named Boomer, which when you're gaming with him is great because he's like, Boomer, stop. And I'm just like, it sounds like he's just saying okay, Boomer
I know,
to an old man
Chad,
all the
do you
time.
ever
It's
say
so good.
okay, Boomer?
Okay, Boomer.
Crouton is a pretty good name for a Corgi.
Go to
Get up! And that's the end of the
So good. All right, what we got up next?
What do we have up next? Do we have a video?
It just so happens we do. It's like you have a
Every
cheat
song
sheet to
is
your
such
right.
a hit.
It is. It's really good. Yeah, these girls are fucking fantastic.
The only thing that's lacking for me is I just wish I knew what they were yelling about because they yell about it with so much passion. I can only
Fair
imagine
point.
it's about like hating people and eating lots of food.
Copy that. Anyway, so this is Atabake Beaver, and the album is called Itakama Hits, I believe, right? Itakama Hits?
What's it?
I think so.
What is? Oh, the album.
Yeah, Itakama Hits.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
It's their like main fucking.
I
jam.
wouldn't say main. I mean, it's
They've
the
got
new
a few
one. It's the
EPs, but
newest
this
one.
is the album. I don't think they have any other albums.
Oh, okay. Well, it's. I just know it's the most recent release.
Also, really quick throwback. Lisa just had the best answer to why everyone calls their dogs after foods. She said it's because we secretly want to eat them. So true. We just want to put them in our mouths. We love them so much.
I'm here not caring.
Okay. Anyway, brilliant.
Anyway,
Hits.
about the fucking
Yes.
segue to get us out of this fucking thing and into the next fucking thing.
Yes.
What you want to take it over? There, Miss fucking.
I don't. No,
Okay.
I'm on for the ride. You are the driving force.
Okay, so let's talk about punk rock bowling real quick.
Oh.
So, punk rock bowling. I've been 3 times. I think you've been once, right?
Yeah, I had the time of my life.
Was
there.
supposed to be this weekend, and like I have been going to punk rock bowling for a while. My first time, I think I was stuck in a men's urinal one time doing lines of what's that shit called? The fucking bath salts.
Oh,
like,
no.
In my youth.
Oh no.
I've had good times like that, and I've had greater times seeing Cockspar and fucking Rancid and Some guy humped me once to the Slackers.
Nice.
And then like even this tattoo, the Dead Kennedys one, I had Winston Smith, the guy who created the Dead Kennedys logo, draw it on my arm, and then I went and got it tattooed the next day.
Yeah.
One of my favorite events of the year. I'm going to start trying to go every year. I've in previous years just based it on who's actually playing.
Well, that makes more sense to me.
I disagree. If we can,
that?
because it's such a communal atmosphere. And like, when do I fucking ever get to hang out with a bunch of people who look like me? Not nearly enough, because I'm pretty great. But no, it was great because you're like, this is the only time I've ever like walked through Vegas. I'm just like, which one's my husband?
Did I say that?
You did.
I'm so funny.
You're pretty funny sometimes when you're drunk and
Feel
don't
special.
remember, evidently. But no, it's something I'm going to start trying to do every year now, regardless of the lineup. Yeah, we had a great time last year. Snuck into
Le Butcherettes.
the Butcherettes,
Such a good shot.
where you snuck in like 4 people for the price of 3.
I made a really bad drunk deal with the security guard. He was like, I was like, how much do you want to let me in?
because it's a club show and they sold out way ahead.
And he was
of time.
like, $20. And I was like,
How
thinking I was
about-
really smart. I was like, how about 4 people for $100? And he's like, yeah, sure.
yeah, I can make that work somehow. But we went in, and honestly, $100 well spent is one of the best shows of my
Yeah,
fucking
totally.
life.
It was one of the
Oh
best
my
shows
God.
of the night, of the week.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're missing this weekend, thanks to the fucking COVID shit, man. Like, it wasn't like my go-to lineup, but the Unseen were playing at a club, and honestly, I probably would have pushed just even for one night to go see the Unseen play a fucking club show, because like that band doesn't get together nearly often enough.
They're supposed to have the same lineup next year, right?
That's what they said initially. We'll see if that actually happens.
hope-
I can't imagine that would actually
I
happen.
hope they throw in some more shit for Spice It.
I
Spice
mean,
it up.
honestly, Circle Jerks playing was like the main attraction for me. Circle Jerks getting back together. Hey, hello. Let's get into this
Circle Jerks.
segue.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
And but yeah. So anyway, this video is in honor of punk rock bowling not happening. This is a very, very, very early Operation Ivy bootleg
Ooh.
of Knowledge.
Ooh, I'd love this.
And let's see if it happens. Maybe it won't. I have no faith in this. Let's try.
1, 2, 3, 4. I know things are getting tougher when you can't get the top off the bottom of the barrel. Wide open, we're out of my future now. Looking fucking now.
Let's see if it's playing.
There we go.
Do not take away, hope you don't decide to breathe, 'cause that's one thing I do not need. Do not let your racket clear, hit you in your
Right now I'm drinking a Francis Ford Coppola Director's Cut Pinot Noir, and it's fantastic. And it's because Josh was awesome. Earlier this week, I was like, fuck, I really want a pasta night, because I'm from South Australia, where pasta is eaten every second night of the week, because we have a huge population of Italians. And Josh hates pasta. But after not eating it for like 4 weeks, I was like, I really want pasta night. And Josh said, I'll make that happen. And he made it happen so hard. There you go. Sounds good. Josh hates food. Yes, he does. Pasta is the best.
Do not like you college brat. Do not like you and your frat.
And we he made slow cooker pasta with like really expensive pasta, good wine, and we watched The Godfather, and it was a perfect combination.
One thing I do not need. Do not like you rats. Could hate you when you're fancy school. Wrong about the working class. I hope they
had
kick
to
your
pee.
Harvard ass. Do not like you world of ours. Rather live on planet Mars.
Okay, so we're sitting there on the couch last night, and Liv says, oh, yeah, the mafia is huge in South Australia.
Classic. This is a classic thing that I do.
And I was like, really? Like, the mafia? Like they like prostitution and fucking racketeering? She's like, well, no, just the food. And I'm like, wait, what, well, hold on. She's like, well, they have big weddings like this. They have big weddings. The mafia is huge out there. I was like, honey, mafia is not like a fucking is not symbolism for like families. She's like, well, no, it's definitely the mafia. And I'm like, okay, so there is organized crime. She's like, oh no, not at all. I'm like, then you just have Italian folks, normal ass Italian folks living in Australia.
We have a lot of Italians.
But they're not crime ridden.
No.
Yeah, oh, you never would have thought Australian? She's definitely Aussie. It comes out more when she gets drunk. But yeah, so she thought that, yes, the fucking fact that they have big weddings meant that La Mafioso was
we just
prevalent.
We just have a lot of Italians.
Yeah, which is normal. That's such a weird thing to say. Like, we have a lot of Italians.
No,
It's just like,
outside of
that's fine.
No, outside of Europe, like
You sound so racist right now.
Australia has the highest population. Melbourne has the second highest population of Greek people outside Athens.
That's great. Is there some kind of stereotype you'd like to affix to them as well?
I just want everyone to know that I grew up eating a lot of fucking pasta for a reason.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Anyway, so we got to go over a couple of
And
things
like everyone in my grade was called like Marcello. Which I love. And my friend Tori's Italian.
Are you going to tell me all your friends that are Italian so that you're not making fun of the Italians? It's okay because you have one of them, right?
Tori's grandparents live in like Salerno.
I was going to let it go, but you're just going to keep bringing up the fact that you're obviously racist. Go ahead. It's fine. No, go ahead. Name off all your Italian friends.
Tori? Fabian? I don't know.
Anyway, I feel like we should continue on from this subject. Olive oil and butter. Fuck you, Cam. So it was my good buddy Scott's birthday on Wednesday, and we could not celebrate with him because we feared that we were going to have the COVID. Oh, this song's so good. I'd rather listen to the song, but we're going to tell this story. So I got him a little present, and I found out that you can buy on, I think it's like Dicks.com or something like that.
Dicks.com?
It's something like that. You can buy a bag of dicks, a bag of gummy dicks.
Oh my God.
So I sent Scott a bag of gummy dicks, and at checkout it was like, do you, for $5 more, you could cover this person in glitter when they open up the package. Would you like that? And I'm like, oh yes. That is definitely worth $5 of my money.
That's amazing.
And Jesse said not too long ago, where are we at? All these icons look the same. Mail came. Jesse Moulton said, mail came. Scott is covered in glitter. Josh, you win it life. Boom, son.
It's awesome.
Boom.
I want a bag of glittery dicks.
No, because I'm not doing that to my own house. I'm just doing it to
fair
his.
enough. You're not going to get
Scott
that glitter out of
says,
your house for the rest of your life.
So glad I didn't open that glittery bag of dicks on the sofa and my laptop.
Yeah. Glitter's a bitch. It's like sand. You'll never get out
Yeah,
of the
you're going to be
house.
shiny for days, motherfucker.
Yeah. Good for you.
Especially with how much you shower, you dirty fuck.
COVID. Nobody needs to shower.
Wankster is more like, I gotta fucking like keep up more on the fucking stuff here. Agree with Matt. What are we agreeing with Matt about? I don't even see him in the thing. Haha, Scott. Yeah, glitters like the COVID. It is.
Yes.
I ate a lot of pasta when I was broke, says Luke.
You should eat it when you're not broke. It's the best food. It is the best food. Fight me.
I will crank it when Punk Rock Girl comes on. However, this song is pretty great as well, and it's all about how the gays have ruined the soil of modern America. Oh, it's so fucking precious. So anyway, this album is obviously Dead Milkman Beelzebub. Took me a long time to learn how to say that. Let's listen to this next song.
I walk the thinnest line. I walk the thinnest line. I walk the thinnest line to the light and dark sides of my mind. I walk the thinnest line. I walk the thinnest line.
So Waldo, this was recommended to me. I've always kind of liked the Dead Milkmen, but like I've always just had a greatest hits CD. Nothing ever crazy. David Martin got a hold of me, who was watching this, and recommended it. I asked him for a recommendation because he's like Dead Milkmen are my jam. It's like fucking like one of my biggest bands. I was like, name me an album, I'll buy it. Bought it like 4 weeks ago. Took like 3 weeks to come in from like Italy or France, something like that. But it's a very good copy. The cover's a little worn, but like that's the only reason I got it for like $40 American. Because, like, truthfully, if I would have bought a good copy in America, it would have been like $85.
Whoa.
This album goes for a lot of fucking money, unfortunately. But, like, you know, the fucking, the cover is a little worn and shit. Like, you can probably see it right there. But, like, it doesn't matter. The vinyl sounds great. And I gave it a good wash today.
Oh, yeah, you did wash your
about.
record.
I did. Hold on. Gotta try to re-get.
How many did you wash?
Where's it at? If I just keep hitting buttons, eventually I get there. There we go.
How many did you wash?
I washed all 4 that we're going to listen to tonight.
Nice.
So for those of you that don't know, the best way to keep up vinyl is actually to wash it. And you have to have, like, you don't want the center label getting wet, and you have to be able to suck the dirt out of the crevices. So essentially what I have is, actually I've still got it back here, I think. Keep it right here, and it's a little platter. I just put some little wheels, screwed some wheels on it. And in the center, it comes up with a 1/4-inch thread. And I put on a Mystery Science slip mat on it.
Which I bought.
But it spins. Yes, you did. Congratulations. With a 4-inch PVC thing. So essentially, you screw it down, and it protects the record. And you scrub the fuck out of it in rotation. Scrub the fuck out of the record. Now, what most people don't do is they don't actually, like, because think about washing dishes. You can move the dirt around the whole time, but if you don't rinse it afterwards, what fucking good have you done?
Right.
So then I do this little guy, which you can get for like $35 on eBay. And this goes in the center hole right here, this little hole right there. And then this goes over top of the record. And you stick it into a wet dry, and it actually sucks out the grime out of the fucking record. Otherwise, you're just kind of pushing around dirt the whole time, so it doesn't really do anything
So
at all.
smart.
I mean, you know, I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad somebody did. I'm glad that person's next to me.
So much brain going on in there.
There's a big head. There's got to be some kind of brain going on.
I
in there.
know.
But no, so like any of my friends will tell you I'm a fucking asshole about my records. Like I don't let anybody touch them.
No.
Except for probably Matt and maybe you on occasion.
But I don't.
Yeah, that'd be about it.
Because I'm scared that you're going to, like, bitch about it. So I just don't.
Yeah, live in fear. Don't break my shit.
It's just
please.
easier to ask you to do it.
It's so fine. I would much rather touch my records and not fuck them up than have anybody else
Very
fuck
true.
them up. But anyway, so yes, I would. I went through and I vacuumed 4 of my records today, wet dried, and
Nice.
they sound fantastic now. Like listen
Can
to
you
this shit.
you feel you can hear a difference?
Oh yeah, without doubt. Especially on like so used records when they're just like you'll read in the comments, it's like a lot of surface noise. So much of that can be taken away by the fact that you're just sucking the shit out of it. Like, I mean, surface noise is just pops and ticks, which is just dust in the grooves of it. Wet the dust, scrub the dust, suck the dust out, and you're good to go. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Sometimes surface noise is that it's been played too many times, but that's so few and far between. But even brand new records, like true fucking people, not like me, and record washing machines, they go for like $10,000 plus. But like real people, not me, they will wash and rinse and suck out every single album they buy, even the new ones, because like they put them in paper sleeves most of the time. That paper like creates dust. That dust gets in the crevices. You can hear it. And record plants are also dirty. Like I've had more records than not come like with a fine dust over top of them.
I bet.
So like get that shit out of your record, son. It's a $35 wand and a fucking $20 wet dry that you can buy on fucking Amazon. $60, protect your collection, son. All right, what we got going on here? In the comments section. Hey brother, I got to get going. Jay-Z, good to see you, buddy. Cheers. Suck it oot. Indeed. Of course you wash your vinyl. Of course I do. Slant eye or die. Of course I do. Hey, Alex Clark, what's going on, man? Sounds like a BJ. Yes, it does. Okay, we get it. Let us listen. Okay, fine, Lisa. Jesus Christ. Once we get to Punk Rock Girl, we'll definitely listen. Until then, you're listening to me. Welcome
Cam
to...
said the same thing. It was earlier.
Well, welcome to Rippin' Ridiculously Radical Records with Dr. Roush, a big old bitch. You don't listen to the records, you listen to us. See how great's that? You want that? Nah, it's just coming up. I think we got one more until Punk Rock Girl.
We're going to a bed party. It's the worst
I like
party
these guys a lot.
that's ever
They're great.
been. We're
They're-
going to a bed party, and I hope
They're so subversive. But like subversive for punk rock, which means like
What do you mean subversive?
subversive being like they subvert your what you expect. So like punk rock, like fucking men, fucking like hitting each other in a pit. They're like, no, it's like Descendants almost, or almost like a satirical Descendants. Like, not that Descendants wasn't satirical, or isn't satirical.
Yeah.
But it's like very much like they turn it on their head. They're just like, no, we can be smart and intelligent, and we can make fun of people more hardcore than you
Love
can. Yeah, it's great.
So good. When was their heyday? When was this album?
I know precious little about Dead Milkmen. Thank you, Alex. Cowpunk. Yeah, fuck yeah, Cowpunk. How do I unsubscribe? What, to me? Fuck you, Cam. You're in it for life, bitch.
Hey, you're committed.
He read the script today, and he was just like, it was actually really good. I'm like, that implies a world where it wouldn't have been good, and you're part of a movie that would suck.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm glad that
These dicks
you
are
read it and
delicious.
it was
Are
pretty
they?
good.
Scott, send me a picture. I want to see. Also, any pictures that you covered in glitter pretty much make my night. Here we go. Mid-80s says David Martin, who told me to buy this album. Hey, buddy.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
One Saturday I took a walk to Zipperhead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead.
Punk rock girl.
Please look at
Punk rock
me.
girl.
What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you have a bell? She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Punk rock girl, give me a chance. Let's go slam dance to a dress like Minnie Pearl. Just you and me, punk rock girl. We went to the Philly Pizza Company and ordered some hot tea. The
Joe,
waitress
talk to
said,
David,
"Well,
man.
no,
He's on
we only
Facebook."
have it iced." So we jumped up on the table and shouted anarchy. And
So I knew
someone
this
played
song,
a
but
Beach
who
Boys
doesn't?
song
Like,
on
but I didn't know the rest of the album. The
and
rest of the album is so
California.
It's actually
fucking
really
good.
solid.
So we started screaming on such a winter's day. She took me to her parents for a Sunday meal. Her father took one look
Oh.
at me and he began to squeal. Punk rock girl, it makes no sense. Your dad is the vice president. Rich ass the
Dwayne,
Google
my
girl.
bad.
Yeah,
Y'all
you're for
brothers.
me, punk rock girl.
You all are brothers. My bad. I've been drinking.
Also, Liz, I'd love to take the credit, but I can't. Josh arranges the set list and the videos I just sit in.
Yeah, I'm pretty great.
Maybe one week you should have me curate the
We
videos
went
and
to
the
a
final.
shopping mall and laughed at all the shoppers. And security guards trailed us to a record shop. We asked for Mojo Nixon. They said he don't work here. We said if you don't got Mojo Nixon, then your store could use some fixing.
David, did you ever get into Mojo Nixon because of this song? Because I think I did, actually. Him and Joel Biafra is like, work together. Fuck Corgis.
Fuck you. Take it for you, view any day.
Oh, it's so good. There's still 2 more songs on this album, so we'll use those as a
Classic tune.
transition. But yeah, David, I've been listening to this fucking album non-stop, son. So thank you for the recommendation. Also, where do I go from here? Like, what's my next Dead Milkman experience? Aside from Death Ride's Pale Cow, like, which is the CD I got, which is obviously bullshit because this is fantastic. So if you know more, please shout it out. I'd love to hear where I should go next in my Dead Milkman experience.
Hell yeah.
Fuck corgis. I'm going to go ahead and say that again.
What the hell?
So some of you guys, like, obviously don't know what we're talking about because, like, all our chats combined into one, and we're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah.
So, I mean, y'all should just pick a platform. Pick it. Figure it out. Otherwise, you can't see each other.
Do whatever you want. Live your best life.
Pale blue lizard, says Cam. Okay. David, how you feel about that? Big lizard in my backyard. I'm seeing a pattern here. Twitch, man. Man, you know what? I don't like fucking Twitch.
I can't get into it.
It's a little uppity. I
Well, it's
prefer
not my
YouTube, but
platform.
I do use Restream to hit everything at once
Yeah.
because fuck it.
Is there? I mean, what do you feel about Instagram Live?
I feel like I don't know how to use it, so I haven't used it.
Right.
Plus, it's mobile only. I don't want to be confined to
Yeah.
mobile only. All these platforms, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, they all have mobile versions.
Right.
Instagram is mobile only, so like I feel like it's limiting. And also, Facebook and Instagram co-own, so like, fucking whatever. It's interchangeable at worst.
Yeah.
Big lizard in my backyard, says Cam. Okay, so Cam agrees with David. David, okay, that's the next purchase I make after I find a way to pay for the, the third bootleg in the Tom Waits series that I bought drunk the other night.
You did this year.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I bought it from Germany, and it was only $16, and then they sent me the shipping, and it was like $32. I was just like, $16 is a good deal, but $32 for shipping. Now I'm buying
not
a
a
$50
great deal.
album. But I mean, it's
Which record is
still rare Tom Waits. I got to look it up. There's a series of 5 albums that are like rare unreleased Tom Waits, and
Okay.
this is the third of 5.
Okay.
So theoretically, I've only got 4 more to go.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so let's get into the next
What's
video.
up next?
So, in honor of this being Punk Rock Bowling Weekend, which we can't go to because fuck our lives
I
and
would give
fuck 2020.
anything to be at an outside music festival this weekend.
The Outside Music Festival, like, it's fun, but like, it's the fucking, like, again, walking through a casino floor. If you've not been to Punk Rock Bowling, David, all you guys, you got to go. You walk through and you're playing blackjack, and then suddenly you hear like stiff little fingers on the fucking, like, on the radio above you, like, you know, the whatever, like their PA system. And like in other times, like you're fucking like you're walking by and like it's just punk rockers everywhere. It's sometimes like your favorite singer will walk by you or play next to you. Like that's the reason I want to start going every single year. Like it's just like, when else do you get to do this shit? And preferably I'm gonna start shooting. We'll see what happens. Just throwing that out into the world, see what comes back at me. But it's worth going to, even if it's a garbage lineup.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't crazy about this year's. But
Yeah.
whatever.
I hope next year they make it a little more exciting.
But anyway, so this next video coming up, one of your favorite punk rock bands. I wish Jay-Z was still here because he gave me the in earlier. Doing a cover of a 70s rock and roll band. The song is Bad Moon Rising. Do you know who the band is that originally did that? CCR. And this is Social Distortion in the early 80s, covering CCR when they started getting experimental with like country and stuff like that in order to like, they ended up doing what became Prison Bound later on.
Oh, cool.
But this is a very rare, the audio is not great, as you know, all the bootlegs. These are not bootlegs
That's the
I
nature
found
of
on
bootlegs,
YouTube.
yeah.
These are things I have in my personal collection. So
Sweet.
here we go. Did
I'm
you
excited.
think if you did this if you yawned into the mic this way that they wouldn't see?
I was trying to hide it from you.
Is that what that
I was
is?
trying to hide it from you.
It's like you're fucking ukuleleing it. Ukulele. Anyway, oh god, see the buttons have changed again. I
Oh my
fucking
God, what is
hate
it with that
Stream Deck.
thing?
It sucks. It's garbage technology. Anyway, Social Distortion, if this works. Oh, Hangovers at Hash House at Go Go. Oh my god, Matt, right?
Don't miss the 2-hour wait time though.
Yeah, that is kind of a bullshit proposition. Anyway, Social Distortion doing Bad Moon Rising, if this works, and then we got one more album, and we're out, y'all. Here we go.
Hey, put up a wall.
It's one of the most classic punk rock songs of all time.
Make sure they get fuck off. They play the games of power. They cut and mark the pack. They deal us to the bottom. But what do they put back?
Didn't we see them before Descendants one?
What?
Someone did a. Never mind.
You got a suspect device. Yeah, you haven't seen SOF.
No, someone did a really good cover of it.
Maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Irish punk rock. This is what the Irish were doing when the British were doing Clash.
Awesome. And then later on, it was like Buzzcocks were the British version, and Undertones were
The
Irish or are they
version.
Scottish?
I think they might be Scottish. I'm not sure.
Undertones.
You got a suspect device. Hey Lisa, who sings this song? Why can't we take over and try to put it right? Oh my God, Stiff Little Fingers. We'll get into it. One of the best bands on earth.
Don't believe us, don't think twice. We got a suspect device.
We're a suspect device if we do what we're told, but a suspect device can score its own goal. We're a suspect device. We're a suspect device. Fuck that up. We're gonna blow up in your face. I love at the end, they're just like, we're a suspect device if we do what we're told, but a suspect device can score its own goals. Essentially, they're saying, don't believe us, don't believe us. The whole time, they're like, don't believe them, don't believe them. And then at the end, they're like, don't believe us, don't believe us. Don't believe anything. I love the fucking...
So good.
The idea of that song is just like, fuck us, fuck them, fuck everything. Do what you believe. Like, oh, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
And the last song at the end of this album is my favorite, one of my favorite songs of all time. And we'll let it sing for itself, and it's probably going to be our outro. But yeah, Stiff Little Fingers, motherfuckers. One of the best punk rock bands to ever grace the planet.
For sure.
And it's a perfect album, I would say. Like, from front to back. Stiff Little Fingers, like, they had 3 or 4 great albums. But this is the one where it's just like from beginning to end, nonstop. And if you buy the CD, it's got the single versions of the songs, like 3 or 4 of them as well. Because, like, you know, once punk rock hit, labels were buying up fucking punk rock bands left and right, paying them money to put out singles. And if those singles hit big, they let them have a full album or whatever. This album had like 3 or 4 singles. And they're good. They're rawer versions of like the studio version, which is Inflammable Material. But this version in particular, like of Inflammable, all the songs they did singles of, the better versions are Inflammable Material. Like some bands you'll hear like, oh my God, I like it so much more because it's the raw version. They neutered them and they took off like the curse words for the single versions. Inflammable Material is from front to back like the version of every single song that band would ever do.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
Such a fan.
And this is actually an original pressing from 1977 or 78. I'd have to go look, but I'm not going to. That Liv got me for Christmas or
I was
my
wondering, I was
birthday.
like, did I get you this one?
You definitely got it
Christmas
for me.
and Josh's birthday always just blend into like a 2-month period of presents.
Yeah, well, we do a lot of hanging out.
It's also just like it's a big area of fucking presents and whatever.
It is.
6 weeks of just you get presents throughout the 6 weeks. I'm like, this one's for your birthday, this one's for Christmas.
And it's all good by me.
And you love it.
I
It's
do.
your favorite time of the year.
Anything that's more Josh, I'm a fan of. All right, let's see. They were supposed to play Monday night at Punk Rock Bowling. So the first time that I would have came across Cam accidentally was probably I saw Stiff Little Fingers at the Anaheim House of Blues at the same show that Cam and Ron went to, I think with Brad. And they were just figuring out who they were going to be as a band right before I auditioned, like weeks before I auditioned. But we all went to that show. So presumably our paths crossed even just like walking by each other at that show.
Wow.
Great show, and they put on a great show today. It's not the same lineup. It's just Jake What's His Nuts with a bunch of kids.
Is his name actually Jake? What's his name?
No, it's Jake something.
Because
that
that sounds like a name that a punk rocker would have.
Yeah, but it's not. I just don't remember Jake's last name. I should definitely at this point. But it's it's such a good song. Hold on.
I could be a soldier, go out there and fight to save this land. Be a people's soldier, paramilitary gun in hand. I won't be a soldier.
Oh, listen to the passion in that fucking voice. The other albums after this are much more soft and reggae influenced. They're not nearly as good. Anyway, so fucking me and Cam and Ron all went to the same show, and then weeks later we ended up in a band together. Jake Burns. But the thing is that like nowadays, like they still put out albums to Full Fingers, but it's not the same lineup. It's Jake Burns and a bunch of people. Like it's good. It's okay. It's listenable, but it's not what it was. And what it was so fucking precious. And I'm not taking away from them as a band. I would go see them today at Punk Rock Bowling.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And go
Of course.
mosh to their fucking songs and shit. But like who they were during this album like changed
Yeah.
so much. And the best representation of this album in media culture is High Fidelity.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
album that fucking
I remember.
Home Dude puts on. What's his name? What's the actor's name? I can pull
Oh
out
my
the
God.
DVD. And John Cusack. And he puts it on. He's just like,
Is it
watch
Jack
me.
Cusack? I thought it was Jack Black's character that plays it.
Well, no, actually, I guess the character in that would have played it was the meek guy because he was playing it for Darlene from Roseanne's.
Really? I thought it was
show.
Jack Black being like, you don't know anything unless you know this kind
I don't
of thing.
think so. I
Really?
think it's.
Sorry. Tell us in the
I
comments.
know it's in the movie. I know it's in the
Yeah,
movie.
me too, me too.
And I know that they all get into it, and then they start coming up John Cusack. I think it's John Cusack
I
because they're
think it's
just like,
Jack
I think
Black.
we could like let me buy
He's
this.
betting it's John Cusack's character. I'm betting it's Jack Black's character.
International viewership says hi, Beatty. What's up, Beatty? What was that? 2007? What with fucking High Fidelity? That was like fucking 99.
Oh
son.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, I've got the DVD somewhere
Someone
back
let
there. I
us
just
know
don't
in the
care.
comments who was the it's just
Jack
the
says Liz. Jack
says
Black
Jack Black,
puts it
but-
on. No, when we met, we didn't meet there, Cam. We didn't.
So both Liz and
We
Jack.
met off of Craigslist, but we had happened to go to that show weeks prior.
Okay, I'm so confused. Liz and Cam think it was Jack Black. Chad says it's not Jack Black. Matt says
Chad would know.
Dick.
Dick. What does Chad say? Chad knows that movie through and through like nobody's business.
Chad, who was it?
It's not Jack, right? Chad, who was it? Come on.
Come on, Chad. What are you doing?
Didn't even know Jack Black was in that shit. Oh my god. Okay, so A. Clark for life. I don't know my Twitch handles very well. I'm not sure who you are. So yeah, not only is Jack Black in that movie, he is the best version of Jack Black.
Yeah.
I don't like Jack Black as a actor a lot of the time.
He's like a very special flavor. He's like saffron.
But he's
when
the-
he works in something, he's
But
great.
he's the best version of himself, like better than Tenacious D Jack Black in that. And I love Tenacious D, don't get me wrong. Because he does talk to Green Day about being influenced by Stiff Little Fingers. You're totally right. But is he the one that puts that on? Who actually spins the record? I think you're right.
Chad,
I think you're
what
right,
are you
Matt.
doing? Who spins it?
Chad's fucking up here. Chad's giving up because he knows that I think he's fucked up at this point. Matt, I think you're right. And is his name Dick? Is that the name of the character? Like, I know Jack Black and I know John Cusack, and then I know there's this scrawny white guy that's bald. I don't remember who
and
he is.
who said that he looks like Moby? Cam.
He does look like Moby.
He totally looks like Moby.
All right, so it's that guy. It's that guy. Hashtag no. Well, sorry.
It's Dick.
It's
Chad
Dick.
says.
There you go. Well,
Is that the guy
fucking-
that looks like Moby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. You can't push us under a mat. Oh, it's so good. Just played it on YouTube. Thank you, Chad.
Just played it on YouTube. Oh, that's what took you so long, Chad.
But yes, it's fantastic. And by all accounts, honestly,
It's a good movie.
I do want to watch it out of morbid curiosity. They did redo that movie for Disney Plus starring Zoe Kravitz, I think, or something like that.
they did. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
And people say that like it's way different because High Fidelity was based on a novel, like not even a novel, like
hard to redo a
an
movie about a
autobiography.
fucking CD store.
Right, but an autobiography, and it was not a CD store thing. It was vinyl, very much vinyl.
Was it?
Yes.
In the 90s?
Yes.
Okay.
It was an autobiography by that guy that like got turned into a movie, and I need to read the autobiography, but I think Chad loves it. But now it's like got sold off into oblivion. Now it's a Zoe Kravitz Disney Plus thing.
Right.
To where like, but people still say
But Zoe Kravitz is a good
people
choice.
still say that it's worth watching. And
Zoe Kravitz is no
More-
matter
more-
what you put her in, everybody loves her.
watchable.
Everybody loves her. She's like a fucking golden child.
Powder. What about Powder? What about the fucking the guy that fucking raped little boys movie? What are we talking about?
What?
Yeah, the Vincent Salva. Vincent DeSalva? Yeah. Did a movie called Powder. He raped little boys. Yeah, he did the movie for Disney a year prior, 2 years prior.
Hollywood's
he had raped a
fucking
little boy,
nasty.
and like that's not even like whatever. It was literally proven in court, and like he went to jail for a long time.
Dude,
Why are we talking about Powder,
Hollywood's
Liz?
nasty.
Oh, she's fucking with us.
I love this track.
Bob, I love. All right, so we should probably start saying goodbye because I know we got to end on a very specific song.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, say goodbye. Adieu.
Bob, I love.
And you.
Sean Patrick Flannery was Power. All right, Powder. Okay, copy that.
Not suspected vice. The night was ripe with wasteland life. You set my arm alive.
No requests. No, Lisa.
I love a 60s moment.
Ba-da-da.
Or this would be more of a 50s moment, I suppose.
Ba-da-da.
Sounds like
Hey,
a
happy
Scorsese.
anniversary! You're still not getting requests.
Oh,
You can't get the
happy
little logo
anniversary.
because it's too hard to do. So sorry.
Happy
No dice,
anniversary,
Lisa.
Cam and Lace.
Ba-da-da.
Love you.
Yes, the one that was at Downtown Disney. You're totally right, Nathan. That was the one. I haven't even been to the new one yet, but I went to that one. Like at least that changed that Downtown Disney House of Blues changed my life at least 3 times.
Blasted by your booby traps. I
Oh,
felt
it's
the
so
blood
good.
in both kneecaps. Your eyes did shine, your lips were fine. The device in your pants was out of sight.
Fuck my life, says Cam. Fair point.
Give it up for the support band. Thank you guys all so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for coming to Punk Rock Bowling, everybody. Hope you've had a great night.
I think Luke's on a delay. We're not quite in the last song, I don't think, but this is where we're gonna go out on. Let's hear.
Barb, I love.
Next song we're going out on. So just in preparation, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. It's been real, it's been fun, but it's not been real fun.
Could be more fun.
Could have been more fun. We two are adorable, Brian Stoner says. Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy?
We fucking hate each other. Get us out of here.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but she did, so honestly, please send help.
Send
I'm
help.
blinking.
We're gonna
I'm
murder
blinking
each
my
other.
coordinates
We will murder each
so
other.
that you can find me when I need saving, which is not now.
You don't know binary.
Binary?
Binary code.
That's zeros and ones.
Yeah.
I'm talking Morse code.
Oh, that's an inferior version of binary.
It's not. You just fucking
We're gonna
broke
murder
my
each other.
brain,
We're
Grace.
gonna murder
Yes,
each other.
Scott. Yes, obviously. To do binary, fucking with blinking, would be. Everybody is railing on you right now. Zeros and ones. I'll just stare at the camera for a while. Jesus Christ.
I don't know anything about binary. What am I talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was in a movie.
Binary is the source of all coding.
Someone
Anyway,
used
this is the
binary
last
in a
song.
movie.
Let it go, please. Let's get into this last song. This is my favorite song. This is the best thing the Stiff Little Fingers ever did. Unless it's not that song. No, it's got to be. Look at where it's at on the album. That's got to be it. It's got to be it. Yes. Thanks for watching, guys. Ain't got no money, but I don't give a damn. Cause when I get it, spin as fast as I can. Ain't got no words, it's that I can see. Gotta make a fast connection now, be free. I gotta break out and leave this life behind. Break out and see what I can find. Might lose, I'm gonna try my luck. My wind don't really give a fuck. And I gotta try, cause I gotta know. Listen to these lyrics. If I'm the winner or the star of the show.
So deep.
Cause I'm routine for another day. The rules and regulations getting in my way. I gotta break out and leave this life behind. Stiff Little Fingers, bitch! And I know I'm not gonna keep it that way. Fuck you, Lisa. I'm gonna try my luck. My window really buy the record yourself, you cheap bitch.
I love Lisa.
Cause I ain't gonna be fucking Lisa's clown. I won't be taken by their promises, no.
Yeah, I'll renegade to this for the finale.
My turn this time. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Why don't you try? Ain't you got nothing to lose? I'm born and living from day to day. Do something different, try to break away. I gotta break out and leave this life. What a monster doing this to punk rock. Break out and see what I can find. Might lose, I'm gonna try my luck. My wind don't really give a fuck. I gotta break out and leave this life behind. Break out and see what I can find. My wings, I'm gonna try my luck. My wind don't really give a fuck. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks so much for
This has
coming
been
on.
Rippin' Ridiculously Radical Records.
Thank
Dr.
you for
Roush, the
coming
big
for
old
Punk
bitch.
Bootleg. Woo! We'll see you next show.
Oh.
Hello, art lovers of Radio Land. Here's another free offer to meet the demand of thousands and thousands of postal requests we have been getting from listening guests. If you'd like my portrait to hang on the wall, just send a postcard to Sponge Rubber Hall. I'll send you something you just can't resist, a picture of me. See, it looks just like this.
Delightful! Enchanting!
Right to wins, New York 23, New York.
Oh my, oh me.
It's gonna be cloudy.
Oh me, oh my,
C-L-O-U-D-Y.
cloudy.
Well, now, very a bubbly cloudy, and anyway, it's going to be a little sunshine peeking through on Tuesday. That's the weather word for you. 47 degrees, that's the temperature right now on the Tower of Power. 47 now, Scooby-D's. Quite cool, with the high in the lower 50s tonight, clear and quite cool tomorrow night. Low in the upper 30s, Wednesday fair and continued cool. That's the weather. From the little radio station around the corner and up your block, the Mad Daddy